I thought I was bringing sexy back, but I was sick as I don't know what.
They say it's like the odds of our parents meeting and both kids having this is like 1 in billions.
I mean, I have lived 45 years of my 66 years with my kidney transplant.
I didn't fail. We didn't fail. As a matter of fact, we saved 5 lives at minimum.
Hi, it's Adam here from the Living Legacy Foundation of Maryland. I am very excited to invite you to check out our brand new podcast called Infinite Hope. In this new podcast, we'll be exploring the impact and importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation, told by the people who have experienced it firsthand. We'll be sharing diverse voices, from transplant recipients, to living donors, to donor family members, to medical professionals. We hope that through each of their unique stories, you'll learn a little bit more about donation and to be able to reflect on what that heart on your driver's license really means. Because at the end of the day, organ donor is not just a box you check. It means giving second chances. It means infinite hope. Keep listening to hear some excerpts from our first season, coming soon to all major listening apps. And to be sure to hit subscribe, so you'll be in the know when our first episode drops.
Now be able to start approaching things with confidence and feeling like there's nothing physical that I cannot do. So I was really excited about it. And it wasn't until after the surgery that it really dawned on me, well, gosh, that means that somebody died. And I'm now living this life because of someone's loss.
It took me almost 5 years to realize that we did make a difference on that day. Because all we focus on is how much we didn't do, or what could we have done better. And now I realize that there's times where you never know what impact you're going to make on someone.
I told people I didn't want to be here anymore. But during those times is when I thought about my daughters, how I wanted to be there for them. Back then, I hadn't witnessed their graduations. I hadn't seen them even drive with a license, and all those little things that we take for granted.
Before she passed away, I think the big thing for me was I knew I wanted to be an organ donor, but I didn't understand how important it was, and I never understood how many people actually have all these misconceptions about organ donation.
I certainly didn't expect to be recovering from a liver transplant during a pandemic, so that's been interesting, but I'm recovering really well. I'm really healthy, and I think a lot of that is credited to the fact that I was able to have a living donor transplant while I was still relatively healthy.
And I've often wondered, how do you thank someone for an entire life? For, in my case, 45 years of living.
I can't take away everyone's pain, and no one can take away mine. But we can always be there so that we can encourage and be there to help one another.
Thanks again for listening to this preview for the Infinite Hope podcast. We look forward to having you join us on this journey.